Hey, Kelly Hagan here, and I'm inspired to record a little video about prospecting. Here, inspired by Myron Golden, one of the greats. And this is really can go for either online or offline prospecting. Because a lot of people will ask me what do I say to people? What do I do? What do I, what? And really the how-tos is all about your your posture and your stance. So I'm going to give you some how-tos. And I talk a lot about mindset first because, as we know, the hows come somewhat naturally when your belief and your whys are rock solid. But let me tell you a little bit about the system I use to attract prospects. And first, a lot of people, seems like there's a lot of noise out there about not wanting to talk to your warm market and cold market first, and just skipping over the whole warm market, making a list, all that stuff. And I really think most of that is based in fear. Not wanting to call your friends, family, neighbors, because you don't want to, the fear of rejection, the fear of getting a no, the fear of being laughed at, whatever that fear is for you. I believe a lot of that is based in fear. And, it's really important to talk to the people in your network. So what if they say no? Right? What's going to happen? Get some practice before you go out into the cold market. Practice on your sphere of influence. You're going to prosper probably, more than likely, you'll prosper more with the people that you don't know, and that's the largest arena. And it really, there's one question I ask when I'm out prospecting, and we're going to change it depending on the size of the fish that you're going after, if you're going after small, medium, or big fish. And most people are usually comfortable going after small and medium fish, and that's okay. But here's the question, again inspired by Myron Golden. If there was a way that you could earn an extra $400, $362 per month with that part-time, would that be worth 15 minutes of your time? Okay, let me say that again. If there was a way I could show you how to earn an extra $4,362 a month part-time, would that be worth 15 minutes of your time? Now that's a yes or no question, but it's more of a yes question than it is a no question, because if they say no, you probably don't want them in your business anyway because they're completely brain dead. That just weeds them right out, right? It doesn't even matter. So, let me say that one more time. If there was a way, I can show you how to earn an extra $4,362 per month part-time. Would that be worth 15 minutes of your time? So don't change the question around. It's like, oh, would you please, or would you mind looking at this, or, oh, could I possibly show you, or, it's very direct, and it's very deliberate, because it's set up as a yes or no question, and most importantly is your tone, right? Just a direct, straight tone. A tone of authority, a tone of, I know what I'm talking about. A tone of, most importantly, a tone of, I don't need you. Because it has that tone of, you're going to be the one that's missing out if you don't say yes. Because my train is steaming through, whether you get on it or not. And that's the truth, really. That is the truth. So, the reason we say $400 $4,362 a month, because if they don't believe they can make $4,000 a month, then they're more than likely in a poverty consciousness. And it's a lot of work to take someone out of a poverty consciousness and put them into an abundance mindset. And which I've done and I do still, and if they're willing to do the work behind it, I'm willing to do the work right beside them, but it takes a lot more work. So they have to have that belief right off the bat. Do they believe they can earn $4,000? If you say, oh, to earn a couple $100, or then they're probably in a poverty mindset. And if you're going for a bigger fish, up that number, $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, because $4,632 to them may be not worth looking at something. Don't ask questions that, it's trying to get them to do it, right? I'm just want to touch on that again, because I think that is the most important factor of this is we don't need them, they need us. And once you realize that, which is the absolute truth, and that comes through in your tone of voice and by your language, then you'll start seeing a lot of people saying, sure, absolutely. You're looking for people that are interested in, that understand the power of my vision, that understand the power of this, and that the power of the vision is bigger than their excuse. If they're going to give you an excuse right up the bat, or they say, well, just tell me what it's about. Well, it's about $4,362 a month. I'm a little dyslexic. I always do that backwards. $4,632 a month. Well, can't you just tell me anything? Yeah, it's 15 minutes of your time for $4,632 a month. That's what I can tell you. Why am I going to spend my time explaining everything when they can watch a video or go to the phone call, or, whatever the tool is that you're going to use, and that it's going to explain everything to them, right? Why would I spend my time doing that when I don't even know if they're serious or not? So, again, it's just that tone of voice. So, what else with prospecting? I wrote down some notes here. So, of course, they're going to say yes. If they say no, we'll say, all right, great, have a great day. We don't try to convince anyone. Dead weight is dead weight. I think it's Jim Rohn. Yeah, it was Jim Rohn who said, you can move 1,000 people, but you can't carry 3 on your back. And that's so true, because if they say no off the bat of, no, then you're done. You weeded them out really quickly in a 30-second question, and that's awesome. So then they say, well, yes, and then so your next question is, do you have a pen? Because you're going to write down what you think is what the tool is. Sorry, I got distracted. You're going to write down what the tool is, or better yet, if you're building a list through internet marketing, you're going to ask them, well, what is your email? And you're going to add them to your list. And then you're going to email them the information, the video, the phone call, whatever the information is that you're using to show your opportunity. And then you're going to say, okay, great, I'm going to email you the information. It's about 9 minutes long, 15 minutes long. I'll call you back in 1 hour. Make sure you have their phone number. You may want to ask, do you have time to look at this now? If they say yes, great, I will call you back in 1 hour exactly. Keep the ball in your court. Do not let them say, well, I'll call you back after I take a look at it. No, you're in charge here, right? You're deciding if you want them on your team or not. You don't want everyone on your team, believe me. You really don't. So you call them back in an hour to get your questions answered. Don't let them off the hook until you get a decision from them. Yes, no, I don't know, right? And I don't know is going to continue the process. So when you call them back in an hour or whatever specified time, you're going to let your upline leader, whoever that is, know that you're going to be calling someone back and that you would need a three-way call at that time. Now, do this according to whatever your upline leader's specifications are for three-way calls. Me, personally, just shoot me a text, let me know. More than often than not, between Kellen and I, we can get to the three-way call. When you get the person on the phone, you're going to say, did you have a chance to watch the video or listen to the phone call or view the website, whatever it is that you're having them do? And they say, yeah, you can say, great. I have Kelly on the other line. She's going to be able to answer all your questions. And then you give them my edification. And the edification, that is the best because it goes to all four different personality types. Different on who you study, but it will cover all the personality types. It says, great, I want to introduce you to Kelly. She knows all the facts. Not only, she knows all the facts. Pause. Not only that, she has a heart as big as Texas and loves helping people. She loves to have fun and is one of the most fun-loving people you ever want to meet. In a very short period of time, she's positioned herself in front of the money. Okay, I read it. I have a little copy. Look at a dog-eared copy that I keep with me at all times because I use that edification for anyone, whoever it is. Right? Do the edification. Kelly, you there? Yes, I'm here. This is Deborah. She just viewed the video and she has a couple questions, or whoever it is. Say, great. And then you mute yourself and I take over the phone call. And one of the most important things is don't ever interrupt. Ever, ever, ever. I had a mentor once. I'm a bit of a softie, but I had a mentor once. If I interrupted or someone interrupted, he hung up the phone. Period. Done. She hung up the phone right in the middle of your three-way call. That's a sure way to learn the lesson. It's so simple. Your only job really is to get the tool in front of your prospect and set up a three-way call. That's it. That is it. It's not to sell someone, convince someone, get a customer, get a business partner. It's none of that. It's only to get the person in front of the information and set up the three-way call. It is so simple. Do not overcomplicate this process. This is where people get all caught up and they talk too much and they say, oh, this is going to cure this and cure that, or you're going to be making $1 million in the next month, and we throw up at the mouth, and that harms us more than it helps us, believe me. So I really was inspired, no makeup, nothing, just to put this out there for you guys to really understand how easy this whole process is. And this is a system for prospecting. And it is the system for prospecting. And I hope you're doing well. Hit us up over on our Facebook fan page, Hagen International, because I put up some new Facebook trainings recently and you need to check those out. All right, talk to you later.